Hello and welcome back to the Finish Line and Talking Points, our weekend review show where we're going to look over everything good and bad that happened over the weekend, like Sky Lantern, Snow Lantern, Sky Lantern. It's just in my head. I went back and watched the race after she won.
Sky Lantern's
after the Guineas.
Sky Lantern's
the
daughter.
mammy. Alcohol free, which is after casting some doubts over the while. I'd say
not
so.
What my weekend was anyway.
What?
That's not what my weekend was. Alcohol free. I'm knackered. I've drank too much last few days. Which is I've just realised everyone already thinks I'm an alcoholic on this show. So
yeah, they do.
We got stuck in on Thursday night now with after the accounting results and
that's understandable. It should be still going.
Multiple bottles of bubbles downed, and that just ruined the few days then for me.
Bottles of what?
Champagne.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it's his own brand.
Didn't want to sound like a complete twat and say champagne, but there we go.
You still happy with?
Am I still what?
Yeah, you over the moon with it?
Oh yeah, thank God it's done. I'm never doing an exam like that ever again. So
what's that mean? You're fully qualified accountant now?
Qualified accountant, yeah. Which is a minor miracle, really. So
I'll take it. What, 30 years?
No, I'll take it. It's hard work, lads. Don't think it's not bloody hard work. It's really hard work, but I'm glad to have it done, and I can focus on other stuff now, like this, you know.
Sure.
I'll see guarantees in life.
Sure.
Taxes, and Tom bringing up alcohol within the first 20 seconds of going live.
Jesus.
Oh, speaking of good weekends, you were out in Henry's this week checking up on all our superstars. Most importantly, the one that everyone wants to know about. How's our little baby getting on? How's Shauna?
She's great. She's back in from her break a few weeks now, and she's really filled out. She's filled into herself good and proper. She walks around a place like she owns it, lad. She's not the biggest mare in the world, but she walks around the string like she's the boss of it.
Rightly so.
Yeah, looking forward to. Henry's kind of saying the middle to the end of May. Something like that to run her, and we'll kick on and see how we get on. But she looks fantastic.
Have we the whole Tramore flat marks sorted out yet?
Oh, I didn't even get that far. We're going to start off over hurdles, I think, and go from there. So we'll see what happens. But we'll leave it up to Henry. But yeah, we'd like. I'll talk to him about the flat mark. I'd like to say that for Tramore. Be cool.
I'd have a word with him. I really want to be a race planner.
You should do that.
I think I'd be good at it. Could be awful, but it could be good.
You won't know till
right. The rest of the string. Koshi, how's Koshi getting on?
Cotty's fantastic. She's a big chunky mare on the other side of things then, and I'd say she's going to take a bit of getting fit, but they're going to bring her away after Punchestown, give her a gallop and see how she goes. But she's a fine looking mare, so really excited about her, and I think we're up in the 90s now, and I've got to call a couple of people tomorrow who want me to call them about shares. So I'd say we're pretty much sold out on Cotty, and the other shares in Shona have pretty much gone as well. So
Jason wants to know, did you get the pick?
I didn't, Jay. I actually thought about it today when I was going through my phone, and I said I didn't get the picture. Dave wanted the picture of Honeysuckle, I think, was it?
Nope.
No. Okay. Jay said to get a picture of a horse for you, and I can't remember which one.
Oh yeah, it's Honeysuckle because of the whole gosh and Honeysuckle.
Take a picture of put the kettle on. No problem.
Do you have something against Honeysuckle now?
No, I just don't want the picture of her.
Blasphemy.
I'll send you one on. I got one the last day in there. I was too busy getting the Pimlico horses this time. But, we got McPhee's loose school, and that was pretty cool.
It looks scary.
Yeah. He's getting the hang of it. You could see him warm up the first few times he trotted over, and then he got into it then. So,
do you know what it looked like? It looked
like you after a few pints.
Me? Just steady, go.
Yeah. rolling around the place.
Oh, I loves it. Oh, they run around
it
that
looked
place.
like it looked like
Mad.
a 3-year-old that's been locked down for like 6 months and just seen a player going, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start?
Jason, I want a picture of Put the Kettle On with the Champion Chase trophy.
He doesn't have it.
Boy,
The owners have it.
well, that's the picture I want. He said it. Any picture I want, I will get. It's there in the
With
comments.
the Finishing Line Cup.
Oh yeah, okay, the Finishing Line Cup. Yeah,
See that?
Yeah.
Put the kettle on with the cup. Get it?
Yeah.
Cup, tea.
I'll take that.
See, fucking masterclass. Go on, the rest of them. I always get this one. Alice Avril.
Alice Avril, she's just gone into pre-training last week. So yeah, she's gone into pre-training, and yeah, she's targets for later in the summer, I think, with her. Give her a few weeks pre-training, and then she'll move across the main yards and stuff. So
This time next year, he'll have a bloody Pimlico wing out.
Jason said he needs a cup first, so you're gonna have to say.
Hold up now, Dunphy. You have about 4 of them. 2, 3 of them. Scumbag.
We've 4 out there now. So now Cotty's sold out. We're looking for the next one. So that's this week's plan. Find another horse.
I'm having a word with Dunphy after now. You look lovely on Chamor, by the way, on your day off. Ha. Anyway, what else we to talk about before we get into the racing? Who else do you have? Any more coming up? Any more in the plans, works?
No, that's it now. Plans to get another horse going to start looking this week.
Very good. Right, before we get into the weekend's racing, next Sunday we are having our Punchestown Festival preview, which will be live at 8 o'clock, as always, on here. Where Andrew Blair will be here. We'll have a few prizes, and I'm in talks with somebody that people know who might have been on before. That might be here as well.
Again, I do it. Now that we're sponsoring and stuff, I have to be so much more sensible than I usually would, and I can't just blurt things out.
No, you can still blurt. Why are you going to blurt?
No, I can't blurt.
Text it to me.
Yeah, I just can't.
I'm never sensible. So
What are you going to say?
it's like
It can't be as bad as the pennies comment I made that Andrew had to spend a few hours editing out.
And you know what? All your editing and now your videos that you had to do for Pimlico. Ha!
Yeah, I spent literally about 5 hours editing videos today. Keep an eye on our social media stuff. We'll put some up. Going to update all the owners now tomorrow with the videos, and then we'll get some stuff on the social media. So.
Yeah, I was going to put the ones up you sent, but then I'd get a phone call off him and he'd be killing me. They're not meant to go up, yes.
Yeah.
But I will when he allows me. Right. Punchestown next week, 25th. We might have something lined up for during the week. I'm just waiting for a certain Mr. Jason Dunphy to let me know, yes or no. Just gave me times and days and tell me which day. I'm waiting for a comment now to abuse me.
contact the man, Jason.
He's talking to me already because it's may as well be contacting that bottle of water there. The person I'm trying to contact.
I'll make sure you get a cup.
I hand delivered him cups. Hand delivered to him at the yard. Anyway, Hollywoodbets are raced today. You actually picked the winner in the Punters Challenge. He picked the winner 16 to 1.
16 to 1 winner.
Jammy bastard.
Still didn't win the Punters Challenge, but it is what it is.
I was 8th. I was on the way up. You finished 31st.
31st this time, yeah.
And that's after bumping me up to 3rd in our league overall. And you're up to
Middle of the pack.
8-ish.
8th, 7th, something like that.
Tom was too busy
Second last.
drinking a little bit of the bubbly to remember to do it.
I completely forgot. I had to go back and watch all the races.
Jason, I guarantee you. Go on, keep going now.
No, I had to go back and watch all the races this evening because I literally did not see a thing this weekend.
Yeah, it was good racing. I'm sure we're going to touch on it all now in a couple of minutes.
But yeah, Hollywoodbets.
Ready.
Sorry, I'm only thought as Jason texted me. Hollywoodbets sponsored the whole card today of the inaugural Winter Festival Awards night, where good old Togoville got a send off. He retired.
Retired during the weekend.
Legend.
Yeah, lovely horse.
Yeah, and our race, Iva Bar absolutely battering from the front, 16-1. Roses Blue was 4th, and Ginsberg was 3rd. And the odds-on favourite was back and forth, ran on well, one to look out for. But look, fair play to Hollywoodbets for sponsoring the whole card. Look, there's not many people put up that kind of money to sponsor the whole card. It's not the first time they've done it this year, and they have plans for bigger ones during the year, and even bigger plans for the Punters Challenge as well. So, look, sign up for it. It's free anyway, lads. Look, you always hear me saying it. All the links are in the description. And so on, so forth. The next one is on Wednesday, the 21st, the day after my birthday. If I don't win it, I'll be so angry.
There you go.
Hashtag fix it so I can win.
When's your birthday? 20th.
You're lucky. Don't ask me. I was getting fucking wrong. Yours is always a Champions League time, Champions League final time.
It is. What date is it?
25th.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Well done.
So happy. Right, on to the racing. We'll start with our naps. Both naps won.
It is.
Lancaster House won back-to-back Gladden Stakes at Curry. Yes, they beaten Current Opinion. Option, should I say. Words are gone. Words are totally gone. Oh, this is not live. If this wasn't live, I'd edit that out. But anyway. Gone. Don't know what I'm saying.
You were talking about Lancaster House beating Current Option.
Oh, yeah. Tactics, I got them totally wrong. Thought he'd go from the front. Held up mid-division. Ryan Moore is like Ryan Moore reincarnated, even 10 times better this season.
He's flying, yeah. He looks fitter even and stronger. But that horse is just, you said it in the podcast the other day, it's just his level, isn't it?
Grade 3.
Grade 3, grade 2. It goes higher than that, then he's not able to win them.
But we'll get on to yours when we get to the race. Shinders won. Right, start off with Snow Lantern, the daughter of Sky Lantern, who won the 1,000 guineas back in the day. Lovely grey. Spitting image of her mother. Yeah,
I'm kind of cracking now, because when we were saying the other day in the flat preview, like all the ones I could have picked, and I left her out. But sure, of course, she goes and wins then the very weekend. But spitting image of her mother, and I would probably side with her for the guineas now.
I am definitely siding with her, just on.
She's gonna like the mile. She hit the line very hard today.
She's going to come on for that run.
She's just lovely to look at as well.
She's grey.
A grey flat horse. She's nearly white.
Grey, flat, filly. Tick, 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 days box.
Father won the guineas. Mother won the guineas. What more do you want?
Daughter going to win the guineas.
Yeah,
price
absolutely. She's like, I think 11 or 12 to 1.
Do you see it, Tom?
I did. I watched the replay. I thought she was very, very impressive. Really impressive. So, yeah, she obviously wants to take her chance now in the guineas, doesn't she? And she deserves to. So, yeah, fair play to her. I don't know. I fancy there's maybe something there to beat her, but she's definitely worth taking her chance with. Yeah,
I like the way she done it. She looks a big, strong filly that they're progressing a lot.
She'll get better as the year goes on now.
She could even go further. She, as you said, she hit the line very strong, travelled really well. Yeah, there's a lot to like about her. Alassi win the 135 and Newbury. Is this the one you put up?
No.
Looked like a group horse. Like I know he won a group 3, a kind of group 1-ish horse. Hiding in a group 3, travelled well. Put the race to bed very quickly. I'm looking at the wrong racing here, but what do you make of him?
Yeah, he's very impressive, but not what to make of him, because he was impressive a bit last year and then kind of fell by the wayside. But they obviously think he's going to progress this year. He's a 4-year-old and he's still a colt. They haven't gelded him. So, and he's by Sea the Stars. They seem to progress with age. It was very impressive today, and he was in that one of them races last year that Mogul was in. You can kind of, there's bits and pieces of form there, so I'd like to see him do it again now next time.
Yeah, as you said, he done a similar thing last season. After his first run, he won by 10 lengths, then won by 1.25, and was beaten a long way by Mogul. But look, as you said, See the Stars progeny seemed to come on for age, so he could be one for a bloody. How old is he?
He's 4.
Oh, he's not saying that. Yeah. Where would you go with him? Where can you go with him?
I'd say they're probably progressed towards the grade 1, middle of the
He's entered in
King George, I would be thinking. Middle of the summer.
centre in the Coronation Cup at Epsom.
Yeah. And then I'd say King George be the main target middle of the summer.
What do you think from
Grade
Tom?
1 over 1 mile 4.
Yeah, I was very impressed with him, actually. I thought he travelled extremely well and quickened well and put it to bed very fast. Yeah, interesting to see how good he can go, how high he can go, but he's definitely better than the Group 3 horse anyway. And he's a Group 2 horse at least. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he can scale the heights of the Grade 1s now, or Group 1s even, stuck in the jumps world at the minute. But yeah, no, he was very impressive, and I wouldn't bet against him next time, put it that way.
Right. Move on to the Fred Darling, where alcohol-free scraped home by a short head to Statement. Now, you said in our weekend preview that you might be worried stretching out in the mile.
Yeah, out of all of the ones that, and some of them didn't perform all that well. Dandala wasn't all that good, but I wasn't interested in her when I seen Kevin Stott on board.
Wow.
That's another side of the story.
No, that's the side of the story I want to hear.
I won't back a horse if.
Is it because she's with Megan? He's with Megan.
No, fair play to him on that stint. So well done, good man. You done good for yourself. Excellent work. Well done. But
it's like a proud dad there.
regards jockeying horses.
But he's shit.
He's not for me. He's not for
shit.
me. Yes. Yeah. Tom basically said it there. Fucking useless. Happy Romance, Dandala, and Isabella Giles all weren't maybe first run of the season and all that. But I said alcohol free out of those 4. She was the one I was really worried about over a mile. I think she's a sprinter. She won today, but I think she was just holding on. I don't know about her over a mile, to be honest.
Couldn't go near in the Guineas, Tom, could you?
I'd be more interested dropping her back to 6 furlongs and leaving her just go.
I was a big fan of hers last year, and she's another one. I wouldn't be surprised if she was placed in the Guineas. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race, that 1,000 Guineas this year. The horse, lads, the horse that caught my eye in this, and I went back and watched it a couple of times, was the 4th horse, Primo Bacio.
Yeah.
Got absolutely, was pretty much last. Got absolutely mullered when it went to make its effort, right? Literally got boxed in and in between 2 horses, and for about 10 strides Holly Doyle just had to sit there and take a pull. This filly is only rated 79 and she flew home. And this might sound mental, but if she was a big price for the Guineas, she's going to go under the radar. She's not owned by a big owner. She's trained by Ed Walker. She interests me because she's by Ortad, who obviously won an Irish 2,000 Guineas. The Dam won 2 races, but had a bit of an injury-laden career, but was still rated 88. And the Dam is also a half-sister to, I don't know if you remember that, Bocca Basciata.
Yeah,
Great name.
Dermot Well horse that had the white
Jesse horse.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Jesse horse that was owned by the Niarchos family.
It's a really hard name to say.
Yeah.
Bocca Basciata.
Bocca Basciata. Yeah,
Hey,
my Italian's not very good.
Bocciaccia.
Yeah, you don't try that again.
But she was a very, very good mare, and there's another 2 black type mares. It's a real mare's pedigree, and some of those were by more staying stallions than Ortad, but they stayed 1 mile to 1.5 miles. So there's hope in the pedigree that she'll stay, and she will go completely under the radar. And I actually think she'd have gone very close today with a better run. So
she needs to be supplemented, I think.
Does she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's not entered.
She was mine. I'd be throwing her in after that today.
What would you be looking at now to supplement her for that?
God knows, normally like 25 grand, something like that, is it?
Few shillings to some of them lads.
Pocket change.
Yeah, if you've enough money to have a horse trained in Newmarket, you've enough money to do that. So
If you have enough money to have 6 horses with Henry de Bramhead, you'd be laughing.
they're not mine. Like, I just run the syndicate. They're not mine.
Right. Where are we next? We are off to Syndicate Land. And Dave's little black beauty, big boy, got up on the line, looked like he needed every yard of the 7 furlongs and the 2 ran hot. The Learjet was one that caught my eye as well. His fancy colours and one of Tom's favourite owners in history of horse racing. We're so getting onto this in a minute. But Dave Shinders, the nap went in.
Yeah, look, the race went the way I thought it would go. I had Chindit and won the Sheikh Hamdan horse, Almamate. Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
1-1, Dave.
Oh, we're all at it today.
Alcumate.
See, it's not just me. It's just stupid Arab names.
Oh, jeez.
Jim Crowley wasn't even on Alcumate. He was on the other one. He said he was going to be a sprinter for later in the year, and he ran like one. He travelled well, and he was kind of a bit keen. So I'm quite happy with his run. But Chindit, yeah, I'm interested in him in the Guineas. He doesn't do anything overly flashy, but wants every yard of a mile. He done the same thing last year. I think it was at Doncaster in the Champagne Stakes. Just got up to win by a neck. But travels lovely and has a super turn of foot the last furlong. And although it was only a neck today, he always looked like he was going to get there, didn't he? He was kind of idling then even when he got there. So
Now, just on the Guineas, his worst performance ever was at that track.
yeah, maybe he
Would
doesn't
that-
handle the dip.
Would that hinder you?
Yeah, I would put it down to the soft ground, but maybe he doesn't handle the dip. But we'll see. You're still getting probably around 12-1 for him. So
16's best price from what I can see here.
well, that's good. And again, it's out with that Dewhurst. Obviously, it's a strong piece of form. There's people writing in the comments about some of the horses picked. You couldn't pick that. It was in a great Group 1, but like, I'm not going to pick some rag running around Tremor in a 0-75. Like, you know what I mean?
For what?
For our horses to follow for the season.
You would do well to find a horse to follow around Tremor.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a really strong piece of form. It's going to stand up all through the year, that Dewhurst last year. So
Barbara Poem, but Poem was all right today. But he's going to step up. Do you know where he's going to go
do you
now?
know how many times we have to back him over fence?
Ridiculous amount.
At least 10. And I didn't back him today. I didn't back it.
He's 100% go Galway playing now.
But yeah, I was quite happy with him. He looks very like his sire as well, Wooden Bassett.
Lovely black beauty looking yoke. Right, Tom. Before we get on to the Learjet owners and all this crack, this is where you get to let loose here. This is your opponents. This is like Mike. This is like bloody Tyson Fury versus Anthony Josh. This is where the trash talking starts.
Jake Paul and your man.
Oh, stop now with that
yesterday.
absolute dirt last night.
Yeah,
terrible.
that's exactly what it's like.
Oh, it's the worst thing.
2 million.
I
Thanks
saw
very
it this
much.
morning. It was just shambolic.
Oh, I woke up this morning, went down to YouTube to see who won it, and I just said Jake Paul Batters. I'm like, what?
Fair play to your man. Like, he was leaning back and he got a little tap and he went, "Oh, down, happy days."
Yeah, and he got up and he
Money
went,
in the bank.
"Oh, are you all right? Yeah.
He got $500,000 for doing that.
Give me 500 grand and I step in the ring with
Absolutely.
him, and I put up a better showing.
I love
Probably
that.
get battered around the place.
I'd give it a lash for that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Shindit first.
Yeah, look, before he won well. Some of his form last year was obviously very, very good. Yeah, I don't know.
Not sold. You don't sound sold on him.
No, you could say maybe it was the ground that it was soft ground at Newmarket when he got beat.
I would have liked him to even to hand. He didn't look to me. I watched it back there yesterday. What you said, the dip kind of. It took me a while to figure what leg to put in front of which one.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, look, I think there'll be something in the Guineas to go and beat him, to be honest.
Now, here we go. If ever there was a time to promote Pimlico racing, the stage is yours. RaceHorseClub.com versus Pimlico Racing. Why should people sign up to Pimlico before they go near these fellas that apparently value the Learjet at 4-point-something million?
What?
For the shares, when you put in the shares that they have for the price
You're
per
having a fucking laugh.
0.02, and you add it up to 100%, it works out by 4-point-something million.
Yo, that's fucking a joke, surely.
Oh my God. It's not-
Were you under a rock for Potter's Corner last week? Then?
That thing.
Yeah. Paul Connor's about the same.
Prince of Lear, you get a horse off him for about $2,000. You'd what? You'd send a mare to him for $2,000.
Now, see, he's after doing the job for you already. You don't have to say that.
Look,
a fucking shambles.
No, don't be looking now. Tell the truth.
No. The truth is, they're completely different products. They're completely different things. The racehorseclub.com is a mass syndicate with, I think they were trying to get 5,000 people into the percentage of Potter's Corner that they owned. And I presume they're trying to do that with the rest of them. Whereas Pimlico is obviously set up.
He's still in shock here.
Yeah. Look, that's what it is. They're designed as presents and stuff like that and entries into racing, racehorse ownership. But it's not for me. Like we wanted to set something up over here. We could have gone down that route if we wanted, but it's just it's not racehorse ownership for me. So, like our shares start from 2.5%. There's an average of about 22 per syndicate, because obviously some people take bigger shares, and your 2.5% share costs you €2.30 a day.
That's what you get for when you buy the Learjet. There you go. Piece of paper says you own the Learjet.
I honestly...
That's all you get. You don't get to see the horse. You don't get to go to the races either. You just get a piece of paper like that.
Okay, I knew this was going on, but I can't believe that's what it... like, honestly, that stallion, Prince of Lear, his stallion...
You're worth more than him.
He's $3,500 a year.
That's what I'm saying to you.
But anyway, the difference is as well, like with Pimlico, you can go to every yard day, you're invited. Every day the horse runs, whether you own 2.5% or 25%, you're guaranteed owner's tickets. We're going to have a lot of fun days out as well. And
golf days.
I was talking to someone in Henry's and I said the yard tour is nearly the highlight of buying a share at the minute is nearly to get the yard tour at Henry's because it's littered with stars. But yeah, no, they're just two completely different ownership experiences, I suppose.
Such a politician answer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I owned a Pimlico, I would be slating them right now.
Well, I don't agree with it. Like, I think their advertising's a bit off, but I don't agree with them. I don't agree with how they've promoted it, but it is what it is. Really, I'm not.
Does it not scream that? What was it? I don't want to say the wrong name, but Ken buys all owners. Supreme Racing doesn't the scream that?
You know how much you're buying and all that. The whole Supreme Racing thing is fraud. There's no other word for it. You know, it's when you hear some of the stories, it's just fraud. There's no other word. This is a racing club, so it is different.
It's very strange. So, like there's, I'd say that's at least 8 times what that horse is actually worth in real monetary value. So that's shocking to me, anyway.
Suits are cool though.
No,
but that does include everything that comes with it as well. So.
And what I was going to say, what does come with it?
Well, they have. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much, to be honest.
Anyway, I killed a few minutes.
So terribly, I don't like the name of that horse either. It's not
the Learjet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan.
Was he not trained over here, or am I thinking of someone else? No, I'm thinking of someone else. No, he ran over here twice over at the car. Yeah,
he did.
That's what I was thinking. Right, Shinda, bloody. I'm all over the place today. That's not working. That monster is not working. It's put me backwards of that.
He had a kind of monster before he started, and he can't even speak.
Monster, yeah.
It was.
Not advertising them or nothing, but see.
Monster, no. Nice stuff.
Did you watch? Talking of heart attacks and drinking too much Monster, did you watch All Mankind?
Sounds like Dave in December.
Did you watch All Mankind today? Because he'd give you one every time you backed him.
I think we're going on to him right
Tom,
now, are we?
That was fantastic play. Well played.
He was next on the list.
He was next on the list, Tom.
There you go. I knew he'd be next, guys.
Well done. Yeah, he's an absolute. Nah. I was watching it with my father, and my father would say, geez, he's jumping well. I said, just wait, and he starts going a bit faster. And you'll see what he does.
I tell you, fair play to him, because he's racking up victories now, but he's not a horse I could ever back.
I'm growing on...
Because of probably my heart condition, because I wouldn't make it to the end of the race.
Do you know what? The jumping fridge is growing on me, just because he's a loony bin and still winning.
Oh my God, he hits them all. Like.
He can't do that in open company next year. Surely.
The mad thing is, though, right? He's 4 out of 5 over fences. Yeah. Never fallen, and only been beaten in the Arkle behind Shishkin. So he's got a fantastic record. Like he just
always finds a leg somehow.
I don't know how he does it, because he went through 5 of them again today. The one where his nose was like eating the grass. I don't know how Harry stayed on. Was
that the first mistake he made?
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, what's madness? Oh, I'm just reading the comments. Paul said
we'll get onto that in a second. I was just going to say
okay.
We'll get onto that in a minute. We've one more and then we get onto that. Yeah, next season, where do we see him going?
Sure, he's going to contest all those graded chases, isn't he? Over 2 miles, 2 miles 4.
Would you stick to 2 miles? Hurdling. Flat. Jesus Christ,
imagine him and Allaho on the right now.
I mean, Allaho would spit him out after half.
Oh yeah, but like he'll try and go the same speed as Allaho.
He'd probably kill himself. Oh Jesus Christ Almighty!
It'd be like watching the Arkle again when Captain Guinness and All Mankind thought they were in a 4 furlong jumps race.
Now there's an idea. No, these 2 furlong sprint bloody races in America, whatever.
Oh Jesus!
Speaking in America, I didn't know there was point to points in America.
Footpad
in the point to point in America.
Worst
I know
ever.
I know someone who rides in them actually. Yeah, they're mad jokes. They jump over timber rails and everything. It's crazy stuff.
What? Did you win?
I don't know. I didn't run yet.
I'll check the results for that.
I'll say you ran yet. Timber rails in a point to point.
Yeah, it's bonkers. It's absolute mad shit. Yeah.
Imagine that. If he doesn't win that now, he should just stop altogether. Right, last one. Mighty Thunder won the Scottish Grand National, grabbing it away from Dingo Dollars in the dying strides, as they say. I'm glad because my father said Dingo Dollar would win. I said, don't go near him. I'm so happy when he got beat.
Yeah, your outsider Claude and goalie ran well for a long time, but unfortunately, I think he was put down after the race.
He had a heart attack.
Trying to touch on that.
Who did?
Claude and goalie.
They panned out for the winner. Claude and goalie was walking behind him, and your man was leading him. He literally just fell over.
Oh no, he's 12.
Yeah, sad to see.
He ran a bloody stormer and all.
And Wetlands as well had a wicked bad fall. I'm not quite sure.
No, I think
he's gone. I think
he's gone. Yeah. I think
sad.
The covers were still up when the second last race was on.
Unfortunately, it's part of the sport, and it's sad to see though.
Look, it does look you go through the whole Cheltenham Festival without anything happening. You go through the whole Aintree without anything happening, and like this is going to be like blowing up because there was 2 horses in one day. Look, it's the parts of the game. Everyone knows that's involved in it. It's sad for everyone involved, for the people that look after them, for the owners, for the trainers. It's like losing a member of your family. So it's not like people are going, look, it's part of the game. It happens. Move on. It's hard, like.
It is.
Yeah, I should probably say I felt bad earlier when we were going on about the Pimlico horse, and I didn't mention him, but we lost Lam Loom, unfortunately. As you say, it's part of the game, but it really is not easy to take. The first horse we bought over here, and unfortunately, he suffered an injury when he ran last week, and we had to put him to sleep. So tough, really tough. Yeah,
like we had to do the same. Like it's probably not in the magnitude, but with Knockeen on the door back in the day. He severed his tendon out and Tramore jumping the second last. Had to be put down straight away. It's hard, like when you get really attached to him. Like you were probably really attached because he was the first one that you got properly.
Yeah.
And as there was so much work put into him to get him back to the track. Then you get what?
Yeah.
I'd say it looked like probably very early in the race that it happened.
Yeah. He bolted on the way to the start, and everything was just disaster from start to finish, really, from when he left the parade ring. But yeah, look, unfortunately, it is one of those things. But no, it's just a shame, really. But we just have to carry on. But no, it's a shame because he was the first horse, and just really wanted him to do well. And starting him off in a 0 to 100 at Leopardstown, you're not doing that just for the crack or anything. So just one of those things, really. It's just really unfortunate and really sad for his owners. And
look, good things always come, bad things always come. They always kind of sort themselves out along the way. Hopefully it's the first of not many for the years to come.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. It's just the first one, really, such a shame. But no, we got a lovely team of horses. It was great to go and see them out in Henry's. A lot of mares as well. Lots to look forward to. But yeah, look, real shame that had to happen with him.
Tom's become the next Kenny Alexander. Breeding the mares.
It's a good
business. Another one of you loves the mares.
Yeah,
there you go.
I won't go far wrong on that side of the fence, Tom.
You couldn't send the mares to a better trainer.
Stop say something there about you.
Don't say that.
No, I'm not there.
I plead the fifth. Right, just on the national. Good day for the Scudamores. What is it? His brother trained there?
Lucinda
Russell, his father.
Yeah, it was a good race. It's good to watch. Any of the nationals are good to watch, but
it wasn't the classiest race in the world, was it?
No.
It never is, really, is it?
It lacked a bit of depth now, in all fairness.
I felt sorry for Dingo Dollar because for years he's looked like he's got a big one in him, and I really thought this was his day, turning in especially, and he's just got done on the line.
I was so happy he got done on the line though. My father would never leave it down.
Yeah, it looked like a Sandy Thompson 1-2 when they turned in, but the other lad dropped away. Pat Fahey's horse, Mr. Fogpatches, ran a cracker off a mark of 129. Ran a really good race, but I felt a bit sorry for Dingo Dollar, to be honest.
Poor Mr. Fogpatch didn't jump a twig at all.
No, he was a bit keen as well, wasn't he?
To finish that close. He definitely has races in him.
Yeah.
Just on one Emmett Mullins thing, he finally didn't have a winner that he brought over to England.
Marone was very disappointing as well, but I don't know. It's a strange race.
Yeah, what's the one that won today? What's her name? One More Fleur, is it?
My Fleury or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight from the front, galloped him into the ground. She looks like... One More Fleury. She won that race with Dublin. I'm not even going to say it because she'll say that goddamn joke again. Did you hear the joke he said on Friday? Not Friday, Wednesday.
No.
Good. That's okay.
Can I say it again?
No. Oh, Jesus, go on.
No.
No, go on, say it, Sam.
Why is Dublin so big, Tom?
Oh, God. Dublin jokes. Where's this going? Go on.
Because it keeps on Dublin and Dublin and Dublin.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
For anyone that didn't hear that on Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I love that joke. Genuinely.
That's stretching.
This is where we're gone to.
Yeah. Bad jokes and getting chased by dinosaurs.
Dino Dave. Right.
The horse has got to be called that at some stage.
Oh, if you ever buy one that has no name, a store horse or something, please.
If I win the lotto and I get like my own horse and call him Dino Dave.
Dino Dave.
And he has to be a big, lanky chestnut.
I'm going to get like Jurassic Park silks and everything.
The claws going across him.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be very good.
Start doing the lotto then.
Yeah, I might have to start doing it. Yeah, you're right.
Right, that's the looking back on everything that happened over the weekend. Do you have any?
Yeah, I want to mention from Newbury. It was in the
You said Newbury, very weird.
I think it was a mile 3 maiden. Glenn Savage, a Lady Bamford horse, Frankie Dettori and John and Tady Gosden. Yep, one on its debut and is related to Nathaniel and Great Heavens. So that's one for 1 mile 4 races, and he won his debut, which was pretty impressive.
Is that today?
They were 6 or he was with another horse, a Highclere horse that was, I think, Even's favourite.
His head was, he's trying to get a suntan looking at the sun.
They were about 6 or 7 lengths, but ahead of everything else. So I always look at the flat horses when they're, it was today as well, actually, when they're a good bit of distance back to the main group of the field. I think he's one to look out for. I'd say he'll be like definitely Group 2, Group 3 standard anyway.
What do you make of Lopi Fernandez?
I thought he was very good.
He was very good, actually. I saw that.
He finally looked like he put it all together.
I followed him off a cliff last season.
You did. You put him up a lot.
I might follow him back off the cliff again. Right, we get on to that comment from...
I have another one. In Swoop, the horse I put up in the week, ran today at Longchamp and was second. Got just a nice ride. Just got...
yeah, I'd say he was only about 70% fit, Tom.
Yeah. He finished second, but he never touched him with a stick at all. He's just pushed him out all the way to the line. Don't worry about that. There's more to come from him, I reckon.
He was about as fit as me now, I'd say. That's not fit.
What?
Poor.
What?
Watch yourself.
Yeah, you're like Ross and friends carrying a bit of holiday weight.
From 2 years ago. Hey, I had my time. We had this conversation before.
I'm carrying a little bit of holiday weight. Since when? Montenegro, 2018.
The year I packed it all in. Oh,
me and Henry were reminiscing about the times that I used to work there and ride out and stuff like that. And I stood there going, look at the size of me now. I'm about 4 stone heavier than I was then. It's like, need to do something about it big time.
Go for the cycle.
I'm going
You're going to a wedding?
You need to get a bike for that.
Don't worry about it, boy. I'll be well fit. If I get on the bike, no hassle. As long I got the go ahead to train, so you need to start training.
3 months I told you. That's all it'll take me.
What, to do the 80k?
You're getting
you've seen me when I was half fit. How long? I don't take me long to get fit. Genetic freak, as you called me.
I can't wait to see you after that, because you're just going to be...
I'll be asleep in the car on the stairs somewhere.
Upside down.
Cuddling like pint of Guinness. Right, we get on to this comment. Tom, you read it out there. You're one spotted.
Racing debate on Sky this morning was very interesting, showing average marks for horses in the UK and Ireland. In the UK, average hurdle and trace mark nearly a stone higher for both from 2001 to 2019. That just kind of puts some stats behind what we were saying. The horses in the UK are so badly handicapped. Like, if you go back to I worked there in 2011 and 2012 for Tim Vaughan, and we used to run horses in 0 to 95s, and they'd be running off 67 and winning. I know if some of them ran off marks in the 50s. You just do not see that anymore. It just does not exist at all. And yeah, it just kind of confirms what we said, that they've just gone up way too high. I didn't see this show. I'm going to go back and watch it because I'd be interested to see what they said about the Irish side of things.
Well, you weren't here the other day, Tom, when we were saying like that Fun and Bull Civil, that his name, isn't it? The horse that was second. He's put up £7 for that run, like. And like Shishkin, I'd say ran £14 below his best, I'd say.
And that David Bauer, the Kim Bailey horse, that fell.
Yeah,
he got put up £5.
Esparderama didn't finish the race, fell up £5.
What's the point in it? Like,
It's
why?
madness, like.
Now, as I said in France, if you don't win, you don't go up. Brilliant, like, you know.
Yeah,
And as I was saying, and the Zoffedy Bay is actually the prime example of that, because he finished second, beaten 7 lengths by Adjas. Adjas is stones better than he is. But you can only imagine what would have happened in the UK if he'd have done something similar behind a proper horse, you know?
Oh, he'd be champion hurdle rating.
And then he'd never, that's what I mean, he'd never win a race again. But the problem of it as well is it takes him near 2 or 3 years to come back down in the handicap.
Yeah.
They go up really fast and it takes them forever to come back down. Like,
It's not like you win a race, you're going up £8. They're not going to put you back down £8 for losing.
Yeah.
Even if you get battered.
Yeah, that's what I mean, which is completely wrong. Like.
Look, I know that there's a way, if that happened, you could play the system, but there's some genuine horse that mightn't be able to do it. Like, I remember, I think I said it before, there was a Donald McCain. Donald McCain was on Look on Sunday one night, or one morning, should I say. And he had a horse a few years ago that didn't win in 2 years and wasn't dropped £1 for the 2 years.
And you'd see some of the trainers, especially over in England, over the course of the years, they might have 1 or 2 really good years. And Donald McCain is actually a good example of that. He had a couple of graded horses, but a lot of horses running well at the big festivals, so on and so forth, had maybe 3 or 4 down years because all his horses were handicapped out of winning races. And he had to get some new ones in and so on and so forth.
A point with that now. Should there be, like, it's obvious that the racing up north in Scotland wouldn't be as competitive as Ireland or England. Should there be a separate handicap system for them, or would that just be biased altogether?
I wouldn't say separate handicap system, but I think you've got to take into account
that it's not as competitive.
What level you're running.
Yeah.
Because with that,
if you're gonna run around, I'm gonna abuse someone now. Ballinrobe, say, just because it was on the other day or whatever, it's in my head. There's a difference between winning a race around Ballinrobe and the Curragh, or Ballinrobe and Leopardstown, or Roscommon and Leopardstown, or in most cases Tramore, or those lesser tracks and the big tracks. There's a difference in winning races. So I think you got to take it all into account, you know. But I actually, a friend of mine who trains, we used to there was a couple of horses, and they used to literally have a good year where they'd win, and they're followed by a bad season where they'd come down, and then a good season, and then a bad season, and then a good season. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You'd know going into the following year, well, he can't win off those marks, so you're going to have a quiet year now because he's going to come down in handicap. Horses trying for their lives all the time, fit as fleas. Nothing changed apart from their handicap mark, and then they went back up again. So it's a tough sell to owners, like, you know. It's like if Shona went and won a maiden hurdle now and got rated 120. Like, I don't think she's got any chance in a handicap hurdle off 120. You know, and so where'd you go from there? You know.
Where do you? That's the thing.
I'm just thinking that's going to bite me in the arse. I hope it bites me in the arse. I hope everyone comes back and says, "Tom, you said she wasn't. You said she didn't have a chance of 120. She's now rated 140."
I was lying.
You talk shit, Tom. I'll happily take all that abuse, but no, but that's what I think anyway. Yeah, it's tough. It's. There's something wrong, though. It's clear there's something wrong, especially with the UK handicapping system.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Cheltenham, that they put the Irish horses up. Like, they put it up because they think they're more well handicapped than their ones. But if their system was a lot better, they wouldn't have to do anything to the Irish horses if they were inflating ratings the whole time.
They're putting them up. It's having no difference anyway. Yeah. So it's there's something fundamentally wrong with the English handicap. It's just they're handicap out winning the race.
Like
they're rated higher than they actually are. Like
I think Tom mentioned it before. Like, you're winning a 2 or 3 runner race, and you might win it by 6 or 8 lengths, and you're suddenly £10 higher for beating 2 horses that the race might be ran at a crawl and it turned into a sprint.
Like, if a superstar horse like Shishkin beating that horse, Shishkin wasn't at his best that day. Anybody can see that. Like, still won easy. Like, how can you put that horse that came second? Like, that horse that came second ran probably up to his rating, as good as he can be, and then he gets hammered with another £7 now, and God only knows what happens.
Like, should it not be something like, say, that horse, whatever his name is,
Funambule
Sevilla.
Funambule Silva, yeah.
Oh, why couldn't it just be called John?
John Silva.
John Silva. Right, he's on a certain mark. Everyone knows he's not up to the level of Shiskin. Should there not be some sort of rules set in place if you're at a certain rating and you go up to a grade 1 to have a crack for it, just to see what you're at, and you get beat? What was he beating? Double figures, 10, 12 lengths, something like that.
He wasn't even.
He was being three and a quarter lengths.
Or 3/4 lengths, whatever it was. But everyone knows if you put him a month back in the Arkle behind Shishkin
beat him on a bridle.
He would have battered him.
Shishkin would actually beat him on a
So
bridle 20
what
lengths.
I'm getting at is, should there not be a kind of rule set in place that you get one crack at the grade 1 if you're at a certain mark where your level won't change no matter where you finish, based on your previous performances?
Well, I, for one, wouldn't have put that horse up for that race. It's at the end of a season. It's clear as day watching the race, Shishkin wasn't the Shishkin of Cheltenham.
Yeah, because he had to make the run most of the time.
So I think it's very unfair.
There's a lot that could be done, and a lot of it is not rocket science. It's, what's the word? Just common sense, more or less. You have a horse like that running against the Arca winner. Stevie Wonder knows he's not as good as him.
Yeah.
And he can see that for finishing that close to him doesn't mean he's that close on his ratings. So that doesn't mean you have to hike him up in the ratings just because of that. And that's literally at the ruin his season now, next season. He'll have to win all these grade 2s and grade 1 races now.
The one falling as well, going up £5. One of the lads just commented on it again there. It's just absolute madness.
You shouldn't get put up for falling. That should be a rule right there.
Sevilla, right? He's gone up from 112 to... I'm just going to add this up again. 20. Yeah, I'm right. He's gone from 112 up to 156 this year, right? So he's gone up, what, £44. He's won 4 races. He's won a grand total of £39,000 in prize money. And he's gone from 112 to 156 in win prize money. I'll tell you, get into account, he was obviously second, picked up another 16 grand the other day. But you know, I think the problem with him is he won a free run a bloody race at Ascot and got put up £8. And then he's gone and finished second behind Shishkin, and he's gone and been put up another £7. So it's just got annihilated.
Ken Hickey's comment is good there as well. Like, why own a horse in England? You win a class 4 hurdle, you get 3k, you go up £7, you win another one, you get put up another £10 for another 3k, so you've won 6k, and now your horse is too high in the handicap to win a race again, and you're spending 12 to 15k to keep the horse in training to get him back down to try and win a race again. So it just makes
and it's costing you at least that.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
Correct.
Doesn't make much sense, does it? And I think they're going to see. I think they're going to see a reduction in the numbers in training if it continues like that. It's not an attractive model at all at the minute.
No, something needs to be drastically done with it. But look, we could be talking about this till the bloody cows come home, or till the Hoff comes home with the soft. Someone put in a way to keep fit.
Chase a goat.
Buy a goat, chase him around the garden, boom.
It's not happening.
Keeps the soft entertained and keeps us entertained and keeps you fit.
Nope.
We're trying this at every angle. I wonder if we just turn up with a goat and wait till he's working,
if we
knock on the door and say, Siobhan, just don't say anything.
Drop into your
just
house,
leave him in the house.
You just can't get rid of it. It'll be too cute for you to get rid of it. You'll be like, oh, he looks lovely. And then 3 weeks later, you come out to go to work and he's on top of your car.
Yeah. That's one.
See, we could make a whole segment out of this.
They're so funny. They're liable to do anything.
There's farmland in front of me, right in front of my office, and there's a ditch like probably about 200 meters away, and I can just see myself sitting here one day, and the goat being stood up on the ditch, not having a clue how to get him back. So
They're nuts. I guarantee he'd be in the wine cellar and everything.
Zoff just stand there at the end
wine
of this,
cellar.
looking at him in disgust.
No, not happening, lads.
Let's make it happen.
We'll keep trying.
We'll make it happen.
We'll keep trying.
Do you know what we'll do? When we're out in Henry's, we'll bring you down to see Harvey, and Harvey will change your mind.
Yeah.
He mightn't, actually.
Harvey's
mental.
and Monley.
But I'm on
You'll see the connection, the bond that they have, and then you'll be like, the Zoff needs that.
Just imagine when you're away at the races, when we all get back there, and the Zoff is at home on his own, out in the paddock, bored. He's no one to talk to, no one to interact with.
He's going to have a friend. I'm going to get him a pony or something.
But they mightn't get on.
We're getting closer to a goat because it's not a donkey anymore anyway.
Or a donkey. I don't know.
No,
I
don't
told
get a
you the
donkey.
story about-
Jesus Christ, of all things, don't get a donkey.
I'd love a donkey. I've always wanted a donkey.
They don't do that. Just
What
stand there
about-
going,
What about a potbelly pig?
No.
Never seen them?
No.
The Vietnamese potbelly pigs.
They just ruin
Yeah, they're mad as well.
your garden.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's just not happening. No, I'm getting a pony to go with him, and that's it. And even better, if I can borrow a pony, happy days.
My little pony.
Singing segments are back.
I was looking for music to go over some of the videos I was making today of the horses, and Siobhan was like, "Oh, horse music." Googled horse music. First one that comes up, "My Lovely Horse."
Put that last comment up.
What?
Put that last Carol Seeds one, not the last one. Put that up. This for you, Tom. When it's on your card, then it will become a scapegoat. Oh, that's worse than the Dublin joke.
That is worse than the Dublin joke. Yeah.
Really?
I don't get it.
An scapegoat. A scapegoat. Say it fast. He'd be escaping.
Oh
yes. My God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Andrew, you're letting us down here. Just for anyone who's just...
That's had to fuck me up altogether.
No more monster.
No, that's bad for you, Andrew. That stuff.
That's worse than mine.
Just for anyone who's just joined the show as
Don't make him say that joke again.
Colin Walker said he'll donate money if you get a goat.
Here we go. A GoFundMe page.
No.
Tom, if we get out the money together, please, can we do it?
No, I'll give it to a goat sanctuary, which will not be at my house. Can we talk about racing? Yeah, let's get back on racing.
We already talked about it.
This is about a horse. This is about Zoffany Bay getting a friend. Dan, yes, I am getting old. It's my birthday next week. I am getting old.
Wednesday. What are we?
All right, enough of this. What time is it? Yeah, it's enough now. So we're going to wrap it up now. We're getting carried away with the goat. We are back on Wednesday where we're going to cover the Vintage Crop Stakes and a few other races there from Navan. And the finale of the jump season is on at Sandown with their Gold Cup Day. I don't know if it's called Bet 365 still. But we're back for that. And there might be one or two good flat racing from the Sandown the day before. And then on Sunday is our Punchestown Festival preview. Live at 8 o'clock next Sunday, the 25th. So we'll be here, Andrew Blair White, and let's see, can I get one or two more on? It won't be 4 hours like the Cheltenham one. Will not be like that.
That was the long haul.
That
wasn't
was.
It was like the long mile.
That was mental.
That was long though.
It's good.
I didn't feel like 4 hours.
That was very good. I enjoyed that. That was.
Hopefully next year we'll have one where people can actually come to.
Yeah. Fingers crossed we're back in business next year. We have a venue and get back doing what we did the year before. Yeah,
and once we get out to the race courses, we can go to yards. I'm actually getting a new camera tomorrow, so everything will look better. We look like a HD and see every wrinkle and crow's feet and everything we have. New lighting, everything. I'd send lighting down to you, Tom.
You need to end this podcast. You've lost it. You need a good night's sleep.
Right, we're back on Wednesday. at 8 o'clock. We're not live. We're back Wednesday. I'll be up around 10 o'clock as always, 9:30, 10. So again, thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, do so, and you'll get all the notifications when we go live. And we see you again on Wednesday, where we'll be covering Sandown's Gold Cup Day, Vintage Crop Stakes at Navan, and much more. So again, thanks for watching, and we